Indelible moments and heartbreak, and these two teams trying to establish playoff positioning. But for the Dogs, it's also about trying to find a way to survive on the road. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. Zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brian.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. The play action fake. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, in the deep in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-0. one if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Hunt is in the air. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sure hands, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Tight end finds a soft spot. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7th. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown ball. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They'll immediately call timeout. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Young. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop to this guy. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Flips it out on the screen. Quick step and go. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They'll try to snap it quickly. He'll throw on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Offense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. To the air, it's Stockton. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Trying to set up the screen. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air, it's Aguilar. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On over the middle, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete on the right side. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. To the air on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got him this time. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Georgia, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result,
converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Across the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Touchdown ball! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 40, and quite a return to set up the offense here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Good, right down the boulevard.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's some pressure. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's first and 10. It's a draw. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. After picking up a couple at second and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Rush is on him. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Rolls his way ahead. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. He'll do it himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Dead center perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5. to Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a... for this defense to turn it over on downs. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Complete to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Vols come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Moving away from pressure. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they... And for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but right down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! He got... And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give from the gun. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He couldn't find much running. So here is the Tennessee offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, David.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring it 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. On the move, it's Thomas. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Rides the back on the option to give. Made a defender miss. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.